everyone. I'm continuing on from yesterday. I started the sample and demonstrated how to do the knit stitch. I have a little measuring gauge now, so I'm trying to make things. It's always a good idea to make a good sample square first, because no matter what yarn you use, it might be slightly different depending on where the yarn was spun, even if it's the same size. Where the yarn was spun, what kind of fiber was used, whether it's wool or whether it's silk or cotton or anything else, or the texture of the type of wool. So your ending result might be different than what you expect. So if you're trying to get an accurate measurement and size, it's good to do the sample first. So I'm just going to continue with this. We did the knit stitch yesterday, and I'm going to do the purl stitch, and I'm using a different color, so it'll be contrasting to what I did before. So first of all, I'm just going to start by I'm just knitting the two different colors together here at the beginning because it's a sample and I just want to make sure it's kind of caught in there. So I'm just doing another knit stitch, and I'm going to do the purl, and the purl is the exact opposite of the knit stitch. Instead of coming from the front of the work, you're going to come from the back. The needle is going to go behind the thread and then through the back of the stitch, and then you're going to bring the needle around and pull the loop through in reverse. It's like you're knitting the mirror image of what you'd done before. Pull the wool back there, through there, and pull that loop back through that hole. From behind the yarn, from the back of the previous stitch, come around and grab it and hook it back through in reverse. From the back of the work, through the back of the needle, bring the needle around and back through. From the back of the yarn, from the back of the previous loop, and pull it through. The back of the yarn, the back of the previous loop, swing it around and pull it backwards through the loop. Now on the other side of this, if you look at it, this is a knit stitch, and the other side of this stitch is also the knit stitch instead of the purl. So I'm just going to keep doing. No, so if we kept knitting now with another purl stitch, this would become another purl. I'll demonstrate that. from the back of the yarn, from the back of the stitch, loop it around and pull it back through. Now I'm on the back side of the work, and I have the purl stitch showing up as a garter stitch at the moment. So I'm going to knit another row of purl because I'm on the reverse. From behind and through. From behind of the work, flip it around and bring it back through. I'm working with plant dyed colors that I've dyed myself, and I think this yellow is Himalayan rhubarb, and this one I think is madder root, or it could be Himalayan Arjuna, I'm not sure, but it's a very nice color. Okay, so now I'm going to knit the plain stitch. So I've purled that side, so the front side is going to be a knit. That's how I come from the front of the work, open the loop and pull the yarn through. From the front and pick that yarn through. From the front loop, pull that yarn through. Okay, that's a knit row, and it's coming out flat in plain knit. I turn it around and I'm going to knit a purl row again. So again, I'm working from the back of the work, from the back of the yarn on your finger through from the back of the stitch. Grab this and hook it through. Okay, I'm going to do one more set of rows, a knit row and a purl row for this part of the sample. Okay, one more row of purl. So again, I'm working from the back, so I'm pick up from the back, put the needle through the back of the stitch, and pull it back. Okay. I'm going to stop for now, and then tomorrow we'll either do ribbing, knit one, purl one, rib, or maybe probably knit one, purl one, rib, and then after that I'll do the 2 colors, because that starts to get a bit more complicated. But yeah, so that's it. We've done a series of knit stitches, garter stitch, and then plain knit. Thanks for watching, and on to the next episode.